Hey guys, welcome back to a crazy video. We get an early pull from below with 2 Call of the Voids in this run, and we get 8 Vigorous on it to make it go absolutely insane. We murder elites, we destroy the final boss, so feel free to grab a snack, grab a drink, and enjoy the video. And please feel free to subscribe. At 50, we're getting a new mic. So let's get into it. Crucible here, and hop into this first fight. We can only block for 5, which sucks, and then we'll just smack him up to get him down to 31. Take 6 as the usual, but then we can bodyguard up and throw an extra block, so we'll be set up for next turn. And then here we'll just unleash and double strike, get him down to 6 HP for an easy kill here. We do hop in, and we just gotta take the Defile. It's just too good. It's too much early damage. And now we're going to transition the strike into a pull from below, and we have an absolute god tier of a Ethereal build. Okay, let's see where this takes us. This will be a first for me. We'll see. We double block here. I always like to keep Asti up just so he can take damage for us when we get bad draws, but that 17 damage is just doing crazy things right now. We have the pull from below. It only does 1 right now, but hopefully we can find a card to kind of stack those up. We'll just hit him up for 5 for fun. Asti takes all the damage there, and then we just bop him for the final hit there. Here, I love a negative pulse. So we'll just hop in there, and oh my god, we got Call of the Void. Which, for those of you who don't know, literally just spawns Ethereal cards. I think we might have the best build in the world right now. We'll take another strike because that's just going to be Ethereal, so we'll basically have 2, 3, 15 damage on that card already without even let it run through 1 round. We do hop into the slimes, who are super annoying because they just absolutely ruin your deck, but we finally get that Call to Void. We could one-shot the first guy. Of course we don't get blocked, but that's how it is on this channel. We can pull aggro here. It does become every card that is played first is basically Ethereal from that, which is absolutely insane. So now we can check here with that, and then we hit him 4 times. Okay, we can definitely make this crazy. We have to take a Neurosurge. It's just too good. The more energy, the more Ethereal cards we can play. It just becomes nuts. And we get that off the bat, which is crazy, and then do a back-to-back 15. We don't get a ton here. Grave Blast is our Ethereal. Pull from below could do some damage here. We probably just want to rip everything since he's not attacking. We'll pull this back and just rip it again. Yeah, I mean, this guy's already at 32 HP. This is going to be a fun one. We'll definitely throw the Undeath. It's literally a 0 cost too, which is insane. And then we just draw back the pull from below, which absolutely dominates. I think we will take a Page Storm here. It's just good. Draws cards if we draw Ethereal, and we're playing Ethereal, so. Here we definitely want to upgrade Call the Void. That's basically creating everything for us. We're not going to give away our Ethereal cards, but we will give away that Defend. We do get nothing in this chest, which is extremely depressing, but not too bad. We do throw Call of the Void. We have Page Storm off the bat, which is kind of huge, but we only do have 5 blocks. We'll see if we can get anything else. Negative Pulse makes that absolutely insane. And then we can kill this first guy. Here we get every Ethereal card known to mankind. Realistically, now we just need energy. Because we fully can't kill him. I thought we would be able to kill that second guy, but we end up taking a ton of damage from him, and then we end up killing his boy in the last turn. So not awful all in all. Deathbringer is great, but we're just going to fully commit to it. We'll go here, we'll rest up because we took a fuck ton of damage from that last fight, and then hop into the next one. These guys are not going to be a fun fight. Basically any fight where they do damage the first turn is going to hurt us a lot. He's 1 HP away. That is going to haunt me in my dreams. So we take another 15 damage there for no reason. We have absolutely no cards. We can kill that guy. And just summon up Asti. And then summon him even more up. And he's just going to eat all that damage for us. we do want to kill the guy in the front, because once he gains strength, he is going to be attacking for a ton. We do draw back-to-backs here. See if we can not take 10 or kill him. And we can. That's actually huge. Haunt is cool, High Five is cool, Wisp is cool, but just not the build we're doing today. We hop in here. We do not want to lose all of our HP, so we're just going to gain 5 from that. Here, great starting turn just because he's not going to attack. We can just basically play our entire hand and then see what we get next. We could do a hell of a lot of damage here. 17 times 3 won't do it. I think we just want to play all of the Ethereals just so if we draw, which we do, we can just bop him up. And if we do 1 more negative pulse and 2 blocks, he is dead first turn, which is pretty lit. Here, I don't see anything I like, so we will just hop into the fire. We will smith on the pull from below because we want that doing as much damage as possible, and then hop into the final boss fight here. Call the Void early, which is great against him. We can throw the draw, and we can throw an Ethereal in there early. Afterlife's great. We'll take a summon. We'll hit him up. Pull from below is not great yet, so we'll probably just negative pulse. Bodyguard. Probably do want to do as much damage as possible. Holy. And we knock him that easily. This might be a little bit better than I thought it was. I wonder why that was doing 10 damage. Should have been... Oh, maybe because the vulnerable. Whatever, we'll take ringing here. So we'll just block up to be safe with a nice negative pulse. We will eliminate some of the cards over time, but realistically, if we get anything bad, it just goes away, which is really nice. With the vulnerable, we just hit him for another 70 damage, which is insane for that 1 cost. And we do block up. We'll see if we can pull anything here. We'll take a negative pulse. Asti Loki is a massive hit right now. The Necro, which I don't think I've actually seen before. Basically, any damage he does to Asti, he takes back. Which is cool, honestly. And then we just finish it off with a pull from below. He's gonna hit us, but it doesn't really matter. It's a pretty clean Act 1. I don't think we want any of those. We want to stick to the Ethereal as much as possible. Here, we obviously get the shittiest relics, so we'll just take more potions, and hopefully that'll help us down the road. And we can hop in the first fight here. These guys suck to fight right now because we have absolutely 0 block. I don't think we need the Page Storm just because I don't think this fight's going to be long enough for us to actually use it. We do have the Neurosurge, which is kind of massive. So I think we realistically just want to play all of these and then hope that our pull from below can do something. We throw Asti attack and then bop and kill him, which is actually huge first round, and somehow keep getting more energy. I don't know how, but honestly, this Neurosurge has saved the world dramatically. Here we do end up taking some, which sucks, but isn't the end of the world. We got enough HP to make it. We do take another Fear, especially if it's upgraded. That's massive, and we just get the God. So we're obviously going to upgrade Pull from Below. Now it's doing 15 damage per hit. Throw Vulnerable on that. It gets up to like 20 something. So we basically have like a one-shot ability with that card now. And it took 1 event. So we'll take that any day of the week. We do throw Dex early here because he is going to hit for a lot next turn. And we honestly don't have that many block cards. We do get Melancholy, which is cool, but probably not necessary. We don't get any other attacks, so let's see if we can draw into anything. I think we'll probably just end up popping Melancholy, and we somehow actually do enough attack, which is great. So he's stunned that turn, and then we'll turn right around. Invoke is huge. We'll definitely be ripping that off the bat. Throw a negative pulse for block to get us up to 11, and then we can just throw some vulnerable on him. And then next turn, we just rip that, and he is dead, but we can kill him anyway. With a little 16 times 10. which is absolutely insane that we're already getting that this early. Grave Ward is nice with the souls, but I don't think we need it so far. I think we do just take some draw here and then just cut a strike. And probably a facet, honestly, just because we don't have blocks, so making that block better is going to be insane for us. And we hop into one of my most hated fights. I know I don't have enough block for this, but we can just hit him up for a ton. See if we have any potions that we can throw. Maybe draw into something better? Like a double block? And I just by accidentally played that. Alright, we're just gonna end turn and go next. We'll eat that damage. We'll call that stupidity damage. Throw the deliberate, hit him up a little bit more. We do pop the potion, get reincarnate, so we don't take any damage there, and throw fasten for the end of it. But to be honest, this fight was longer than I thought it would ever be, so I will probably skip around this in editing because it is extremely long. We do end up killing there, and then throwing Haunt on for no reason, and then just blocking up for fun. Here we do end up killing. We hit him 15 for 10, which is absolutely insane. And the Afterlife is nice, but it is not ethereal, so we're not going to have it. And we do get Colorful Philosophers, which is huge. If Ironclad can give us strength, nope. And shit. And shit. Okay, well, that didn't help us at all. But we'll continue through. We will smith up on a Fasten. Because I think that's really, like, do we need the block more than anything. And then we'll hop in, get a Bloodveil, which is massive, so hopefully I can actually smith these cards at a certain point. Because so far we are taking way too much damage to even get close to that. He is going to spawn his minions. I have a squeeze for 30, which is kind of sick. But I think we do need to block. I could do this with... Do I want to kill one of his boys? No, I just want to hit him, honestly. And then throw the upgraded Fasten, which is huge, so I can throw a block. And then I can just absolutely rip him down with 22 hits, which is insane. God bless for that Vigorous 8, or we would not be here right now. We do hop in. We are going to smith on Page Storm and make that 0, so we can basically just have immediate draw. And I think we can fit 3 foul potions, and we hop into another question mark. I think all day we take an upgraded power and another Call of the Void. I mean, it has to be. It just simply has to be. There's no way I can say that I'm pushing this ethereal build to the limit unless I have 2 Call of the Voids. And we do hop into one of the big boys. Happily, he does not strike first, which is great. So we can probably just end this turn here with the 2 Call of Voids, and now we are going to have a hell of a lot of cards to play. If we do get Reap off the bat, which is crazy, because I do need to block, but that Asti block does help us a ton, and we can get rid of the rest of those cards. The No Escape is good, it doesn't really help us. We do get to pull aggro again, which I guess we'll just beef up Asti. And then I think we want to apply Vulnerable just so we can start bopping this guy up once he's done doing an absurd amount of damage. Berry's crazy if we had the Neurosurge with it. Like, we could also just make this free and then just bop. And then throw a Hang for fun. Throw a Defile. Actually, we need to back up a little bit. Yeah, we need to chill. We need to just take a nice step back. It's going to strengthen up and do 20 damage, but we will pop that Defy, bring that down to only 14, which is huge. Could throw the Hang, or we could just throw Pull Aggros. I mean, Pull Aggros are actually massive. We are 1 turn away from dying now, which is a bit worrisome. I mean, there's a thought process that we just eat this damage. I think we just possibly throw a Duplicator and just let him actually have it. And I think if I calculated this correctly, I did not. Well, we can back up. We're not taking any more damage. But that is insane because I did calculate the Vigorous going away on the second repetitive, but and then we'll just berry bonk them for the end, which is absolutely lit, and then we get the Transfigure, which basically is a free duplicator potion, which we're going to take every time, because if we're going to stack damage with them, we have to do that. I think we do take the draw here. We need to find our blocks because we have absolutely zero, and we can hop into this first fight. He's not going to be attacking, so we will just vulnerable him up. We can pull this, honestly. I don't think it'll actually hurt us in any way. Throw a ton of ethereal cards out there. Defile, Bodyguard, Transfigure. Yeah, I mean, we got to try to Transfigure. So we won't be attacking this turn, but we'll be setting up for the goodness. Here the delay is great. It gives us free energy next turn, and we'll just throw a hang just because it's another ethereal card. And we're basically just looking for our big boy now. Surprised we're not drawing more with the double. He's going to hit for 21. So we will fasten, delay, and then probably throw one more block on there to get us up to 22 and take 0, which is massive. We do have to do a lot of thinking because a ton of new cards come into the deck. But here we just bop him up, and you are not dead. You're dead now. My math has been fully off this run, but that's alright, you know? Sometimes that happens. We would love an Invoke. It's just going to be one of the best cards in the game, and it's going to give us more energy to play more things. Now this guy's doing 21, which sucks. So we're just simply going to take that to the dome, and not mind that at all. We do have a Defy, which is massive for the back guy. And then the SPIRE doesn't help us as much. We've seen that card a little bit so far, but we will throw a vulnerable on him and take 0, which is also huge. Somehow finding a way to take 0 throughout this fight. We do have the Defile. He is vulnerable. We definitely want to Invoke. We'll bop him up. And I think we can just end turn here. I'm not too worried about taking 4 damage from this guy. It's not the end of the world. The No Escape doesn't help us. The Negative Pulse could. We also have the Neuro Surge. So I think we'll rip that, see if we can draw more. We have 9 now, which is crazy. I think we can just kill here. Yeah, 15 damage. I mean, with these smaller guys, it's so easy. Just having 8 more damage per hit, it's just clean. We don't want anything there. I think we have enough ethereal cards. I know it's stupid, but we have to do it. We have to get 2 of them, because if I can hit this on back-to-back turns, especially with Vigorous not counting, it's going to be too free. It's stupid. I understand that. I could throw the run here, but we have to do it for the content. We'll throw 1 Call the Void because we can fully block for that. He's still doing 9, so we'll throw another Defend and just go next. Realistically, we only need 1 card. We don't have enough energy. Of course, it is a 3 energy card, so we will probably just end up, I think, using the energy, invoking Fear, Defile. And we have the double pull from behind. I mean, this should be good to kill. Yeah, see? That's why you do it. That's why you do it right there. We don't want anything there. We have our 2 pull from behinds. It's game over. Here we definitely want to upgrade 2 random cards. We don't want to take max HP because we're going to need everything we can get. And we're going to upgrade that Transfigure to make sure we can double play everything. Hop into the chest. Get more draw, which is huge. And then we will probably just Smith to Defy here. We just need more block, honestly, at the end of the day. These guys don't attack off of that, so we just get basically a free turn to rip as much as we want. And hopefully this sets us up with a pretty good turn here. Rattle's interesting, except I don't have any Asti cards. We could Transfigure on the pull from below, just for the future. You could also play it, which would be kind of nuts. We could take the block here and probably just double play these ethereal cards. And then here we will just defend. Then next turn, we end up just fearing. Fear. Can we kill here? Not enough. We can Neurosurge though to get more energy. We can Soul Card. We can Invoke for next turn. We can Defile. Then we probably, that's not worth it. Also we'll strike him. We will Defile, and then just end turn here. And hopefully that'll set us up for a goated, exactly what I'm looking for, the Transfigure. I don't think we need to make it 3. We won't be able to afford it if so. So we'll just bop him up for 22 and get us out of this fight. We don't want any of these The Wisp isn't that helpful now because we just want energy. We do rest up here as we are going into the Queen, and the Queen likes to throw all of my runs for me. And we get these 3 guys, which is not going to be a fun one, so we're going to pull early energy to see if we can get something going early. We can pull just about 6 extra cards from this, which is kind of nuts. The draw on this would be insane, only if we had like a corrosive wave. Here we can just rip Fasten, we'll rip Defy, throw Page Storm just so we can get more draw later on, throw Death Mark so we can get more Ethereal, and then just bop this first guy up. And then on turn 4 we just get the Putrefy back into the absolute ripper of a card, doing 22 damage each. He is doing 22 himself, so we'll throw a Defy, hopefully throw one more Defy, so we can block up to 15 and hit him for 17 at the end there. And then we get our pull from behind with the Transfigure, so we can just upgrade that baby, and he is dead. Didn't even need to go back. Here, we don't want any of these cards, so we'll go through. We are hitting an Elite before this, so it's a little bit worrying. Him doing 29 at the start is just fucking annoying. Just like there goes 29 of my HP. We are no longer upgrading a card before boss fight. We will rip Page Storm. Definitely there. We'll Transfigure here. Pull Neuro. A ton of energy, so I think we may be able to just back-to-back this. But I think with a replay, we may be good. Because 6 times 15 is just going to absolutely decimate him. And that's why we take that. We took 29 damage though for that, and we killed him on round 2. It's fucking horseshit. We also have 0 potions. We haven't got a potion since the day I got that relic. But we are in the final boss, so we cannot complain. Here he is going to do 18, so I think we block for 6, and then we just double play here. Because realistically, we just need to stack up our Ethereal cards as much as possible, so when we do hit him, he dies. The pull aggro is great here, but Delay was always the card that we went to in the beginning. We will throw Page Storm, and then we will probably throw another Defend. Yeah, he's doing 18, and I don't want to lose too early. He's now going to do his lovely hit for 36. We can push that on there. We can Enfeebling Touch, which is probably the greatest draw in the world. And then we can high 5 here to vulnerable both of them, so when we do get our God tier card, we can just absolutely rip them and probably kill them in 1 turn. Especially with the Transfigure, we definitely would want to high 5 again, but we have to weaken here. Probably take 6 more block. Is there a play to Neurosurge here? Try to get more block. High 5. And then just rip this guy and see what happens. If we just replayed it, it would have been so good. But you know, we'll kill that guy early. Get the fuck off my screen. And then we will just throw a nice flatten at the Queen. Here, Enfeebling Touch is literally a lifesaver. We will throw a fetch first to see if we draw anything good. We don't end up getting anything there. But he goes down to 0, which saves our ass into next year. We really don't have anything here at all, now that he's doing 0. So we can just Transfigure and Invoke, so next time if we do get it, it can be game over for him. Because now that we don't have the extra 8, it's going to be hard killing in 1. Like 5 times 11, like, or 15 times 11, because we have the vulnerable on him, is just massive. And then here we'll throw the Defy to our big boy. Hit him up for a little bit. That's insane how many times that actually ends up hitting. We do get our Transfigure, which sucks, because if we doubled that, it would have probably done like 250 damage, but he doesn't do anything to us, which is great. He is... God, the Invoke is so tempting. We will play that because we are going to end up playing this Invoke twice. And it gave us a decent amount of block. But we will just get an insane amount this turn. And we will throw that fetch. We will high 5 and probably negative pulse. and pull this draw to see if we can, and we get the God card. This is amazing. This is going to go forever, though. Okay, and we've officially just cooked that queen and pushed Necromancer into A1, which is massive. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers so I can get a new mic and not have these like peaks every now and then. And feel free to check out the channel to see if you like any other videos. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. But for now, I'm out. Peace.